Hello, in today's tutorial, we're going to learn how the Calendar Form Builder works. This is a powerful tool that lets you create interactive forms directly inside WhatsApp without needing to redirect leads to external websites. Stop losing leads. With Calendar Form Builder, you can capture information and engage your contacts directly on WhatsApp, increasing your conversions. Let's create a new form. Here, I'm going to add a form ID. This will be the identification field of this form, and here I enter the name of my form. In the next field, I enter the screen ID, and in the screen title, I describe the title that will appear on the screen. Now let's add our first element, an image. Here I click on Browse and select the image I want. Now let's add a new element. I'll select radio buttons. This is useful when we want to ask a question that requires a single answer. Here, I write goals. But remember, it's important to add something related to your question so you can identify it later. This field cannot contain spaces. Here in Label is the field that appears on the screen. I'll put my first question there. I'll also mark this question as required at the top. And now I'll add the answer options. The first field is the identifier. The second is what appears on the screen. I'll add all the answer options I want. Notice that on the left side, I added only a word to help me identify the question so I can track it later. Now let's add a new element, checkbox group. This option is useful when we want to create a question with multiple answer options. Here I give a name for the ID and add the question. Now I add the answers. In the same way, the fields on the left help me identify each of the answers. Let's add a new element, dropdown. This element opens a drop-down box so that leads can choose an option. I'll put my question here. And now let's add the options. Here I added value fields so that the lead can select the budget. To finish, we need to add the footer. I click Add Element and select Footer. Here I type Complete. And that's it. Our form is complete. Now we click Generate Form. Let's test the form we built. The responses here inside WhatsApp are handled within WhatsApp Journey Builder. We have another tutorial showing how to do this. Here I type the keyword I configured and automatically I receive a response with the form. I click Continue and the form opens inside WhatsApp. We select the answers. After finishing, I click Complete and Done. The form is sent and I receive a confirmation message. With Calendar, every time a new lead fills out the form, we receive an email with this information. You can check all the answers the lead selected. You also receive these same responses in Google Spreadsheet. Amazing, right? And of course, you can check the lead's answers directly in Calendar. Just select Reports and Analytics, and you'll be able to see them all there.